Hello, my fellow YouTubers. It's Tuesday, January 28th, 5:55 a.m. Denver time, and let's start with my title. I figured I had to do my first ever so-called clickbait title, but at the same time, I wanted to beat our alleged truthers to the truth, and they're slacking because they're already, currently, they are not fear-mongering the spreading of the pandemic through the Super Bowl crowd. And believe me, if any news media has been thinking about doing that, the NFL way up there, I guess I got a new commissioner. Anyway, their contacts, they're saying, hey, please don't say an effing word, don't scare people, we need our money. Marv's latest video, he's standing out in the rain, and why isn't he going home? Domestic issues, another restraining order? Maybe. And what does Marv say? They are blocking the roads in China. Yes, there's no telling where that is in China, but I'm going to take those at face value, and they're legit. Good idea. I mean, they're literally blocking the road, and I think two of them with cinder blocks. And in a couple other cases, even dump trucks that dump dirt, and one of them looks like it might be, landscaping material. Smart. That's like the video I saw. I forgot which channel it was. They shows this some Chinese person all in a biocontainment suit. So I'm wondering if that's even legit. Driving on a one of them motor scooters down a dirt road through farmland, and somebody's filming it while they make them turn around and leave to keep them out of their town or keep them from leaving one of the towns. Do it. They should have done it sooner. Plus, there's no telling how old those photos are anyway. You know, good for them. That's funny. Marv, he's still putting it out there. He called it. His military sources called it. They didn't call jack shit. Again, by Marv's own admission, one of his videos, he's playing a replay on how the WHO had already put it out there that there was a coronavirus out. All flu spread, all coronavirus is spread. He says if you go on Twitter and Google in Wuhan virus, that you get this page to go to the CDC link. Now, anybody that's on Twitter, is that mandatory? Is that there? And they're just hoping to redirect you. Because like I said, I don't have, all I do is internet and YouTube. I don't have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, any of that crap, and I'm not going to. But I wanted to check that out, so I tried to go on Twitter, and it gave me this screen for my birth date. Well, I'm sitting there pushing that back button to go to my year. I'm 54 years old, 54 times 12, whatever the hell. I'm not pushing that damn button that time. Stupid freaking thing to do my birth date that much. Sick number low. As I said before, and as we know, because it's common sense, yes, the sick number is going to be low. It always is for everything, including the common cold. And we're going to stick with China, because that's where this is going on. With the Chinese hospitals even counting in the first place. And once they filled up, the counting went out the window. And in fact, no matter what kind of flu or cold or coronavirus people get, how many thousands or tens of thousands don't even go to the hospital. And then, like I said before, once they filled up and once people were being quarantined in hospitals, are you going to go to the hospital if you got it? So you get stuck, your ass can get stuck there? No, you're not. The RO, I guess it's a transmission factor, went from 1.4 to, a possibility of 1.4-2.5 to 3.8. The infection rate, now he didn't show on his screen what that meant, but I would say the infection rate for anything is, even though you can infect 2 or 4 or 3, common cold coronavirus, common sense to me is if you're sneezing or coughing and coughing on your fingers and you're touching shit, you're going to infect a lot more people than that, so that's underestimated to begin with, even with the common cold. I still want to see which one of these retards is going to come out, using the Super Bowl for pandemic ground zero, even though that would be Marv's hometown of Seattle. CDC says there's no evidence it can be spread before someone is symptomatic, but China is saying they can. Did a whole bunch of that creative research, Googling, and so far there was only that one case of a 10-year-old who they did chest x-rays, had pneumonia, did blood test, and he had coronavirus. So the question should be here is if this 10-year-old was not symptomatic, then why was he in a hospital getting a chest x-ray? Come on, hello. I was a little bit slow on that one myself. Why is he in the hospital getting a chest x-ray if the dude's not symptomatic? Okay, whatever. Okay, we have just recently when it was after this came out, uh, Marv and some of these other truthers were showing that I didn't look it up, but this is close enough. The global pandemic economic impact map, and showing that the U.S. and its allies would not be affected, economically by a pandemic. So that means they were going to let something loose, but it was not going to affect the U.S. and its allies. Well, this is not a pandemic, but the sick people in the other countries, the sick people here, or the Dow's down 450 something. So there's your economic impact. So there blows that. A pandemic is not going to affect the U.S. of A's economy. I mean, look at this shit they just take away with, run with. But I found that most interesting, and somebody get down there and Google. I'm sure Marv will eventually tell us, or one of the Foolette family members. But why were they chest X-ray in this kid's chest if he was not sick? And avoid the panic, avoid the bullshit. If you're going to Superbowl, wear a mask and eat your nachos. Anyway,